Everybody, welcome back. We're doing another Marvel Future Revolution video. We're going to be wondering, is the future now? Cheesy? Yeah, a little bit. But we're going to look at dev note number 9. Like I mentioned a couple days ago, and hitting at, I don't know if you're reading between the lines and some of this stuff, but we got some pretty big news in this dev note. We're going to look at it. We're going to talk about some of our feelings. One of the biggest things, magic. She's going to be able to be transmuted now. So we're going to get that here in our next update, which I'm expecting probably in the next, I think, week. So we'll look at it and kind of go through, and I'll share my thoughts. Hammer down like buttons, notification bells, all that sort of thing if you're interested. Discord link in the description below as well. Easiest way to follow along. All right, let's check it out.
Bring me WolverThor!
Oakley dokley. Dev note number 9. They've prepared this for upcoming updates. Alliance features enhancement and new contents will be focal points. Okay, so I like that already. Focus on Alliance raid. All right, we talked about that the other day. Return of epic invasion with the Mad Titan. I'll have some theories about how they're going to pull that off or not. Improvement on issues that have been causing inconvenience. Okay, cool. So first one up here, we've got Alliance raid. Now, all right, so let's see what they say here. First off, it's a beta. Okay. We've still got, that worries me slightly, but if they've got rewards in here, okay, that's good. Because we're still in the beta for Alliance War. So, and it's been a hot minute for that, but that's okay. They're probably gathering information. So Alliance Raid is the most important content of the upcoming update. So this is coming the next update based on that sentence. Yay, yay. And I would agree, it is the most important content. This mode allows Alliance members to unite to battle against powerful supervillains. In the raid, you get 3 out of 6 supervillains that are going to be randomly selected per week. I like that. All right. I like that it's random. I like that they've got a different set of them and that I'm seeing per week. So I don't know if that means you get to do it once a week or as many times as you do it that week. It's just that set of people that they've picked. All right, that's fine. Either way, I like that they're changing that. I think that's a giant thumbs up so far. And the difficulty increases when the Alliance members defeat all 3 supervillains of the week. Now, we've heard before, so far thumbs up to that as well. We've heard before that you'll be able to keep going on it. And that's what I think it means by that is you beat the 3 and it gets harder. You beat the 3 and it gets harder. You beat the 3 and it gets harder. That specific week or that, however it's set up. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Like I've got visions here of, you know, your alliance is on step 5 out of a million on this thing, you know, and that's how hard you've gotten it to this week. And you guys can go in anytime during the week you want and have as many attempts as you want that specific time. It's up to you. You get it as high. It's a tower mode basically for the week with the alliance, but it's a raid. Sign me up all day if it's something like that. I would be really excited. The initial update, and I do wish there were some trash mobs in there. I know it's gonna be super villains, but give me a little bit of trash mobs, maybe. I don't know. So you get to a boss. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that harder than it needs to be. The initial update will consist of 3 random supervillains. We already talked about that. They'll add more villains in the future to provide diversified patterns and incitement. I like that, and I have no problem with them doing 6 and testing 3 at a time. I think they can come up with a number of different patterns there where we're gonna be like, oh, I hope I don't get Dormammu this week, or oh, you know, Demon Bear, yay, or whatever it might be. Increasing difficulty is more powerful rewards. Okay. Buff and nerf effects will be applied to each Alliance raid difficulty level to encourage strategic play through various combinations of heroes and companions. So that's interesting. Agents can participate in the raid once a day per hero. Interesting. So, they're leaning into... Okay. So they're leaning into the wanting to have more heroes thing again. Depending what these rewards are. So if you get your characters up and, if you get your characters up and you want to go through this again, your alliance is willing, you can do that. Now, look, I recommend avoiding burnout on this. If you got time to do that and you've got the money and resources to bring all your characters up and run this raid 7 times a day or 8 times a day or 9 times a day or whatever, and all your alliance mates are down to that, good on you. Good on you, straight up, good on you. Personally, I'll run it when I can. Even if these rewards are like a selector box for specials, I don't know. I mean, am I going to spend X thousands of dollars to get, you know, my Captain America or my Star-Lord up to get there to be able to get that selector box? I don't know. I mean, you got to think about what you have to put in versus what you get. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I like what I'm seeing so far. That does give me a little bit of nervousness based on what people might like or not like. If the rewards are really good and you got a bunch of people doing that, okay, could that shift alliances around where it's like, look, we'll start looking at your collection power as opposed to your specific highest tune. Oh, all right. Alliance is breaking up over that, where they just get all the people with the high collection powers into an alliance. I don't want that to happen. The more heroes you have, the more participation counts you'll have each day. I don't know. I'm hoping that when it says per hero, it's actually per member of the alliance. Because I remember him saying something along those lines before. So I'm hoping it's that. So if I go in with like 5, I don't know. I'm speculating. This is going to be important for how this comes across. I'll say that right now. There are 2 types of alliance raid rewards. One is based on the hero amount damage inflicted and received. And that's going to count towards the alliance raid contribution accumulated point, which I like that. I still think alliance war. Oh, it does. I think Dark Zone should count towards alliance contribution too. I mean, because that should be an alliance event. I don't like that it leans so heavy on money. And look, I've got an alliance that's, a good number of people spend solid amounts of money and do draws. But I feel like there should be some free-to-play alliances. If they've got 50 people who are like all insane in the membrane with their time and going through here and spending it, it's like, I want to see them compete, as opposed to if I decide to drop $40,000 on something. You know what I mean? And not that I could ever do that, but if I did, I'd like to see some balance there with that too. I'd love to see that so that it's a little bit more competitive. And I say that coming from Alliance that, like I've spent, I know some others spent. So, I'd like to see that balance there. The more heroes you have, the more participation counts you'll have each day. We talked about that. Oh yeah, the 2 types. So the accumulated, the other reward is based on the achieved difficulty level. The Alliance raid reward includes the Alliance contribution, which is set to affect the existing Alliance ranking. We plan to reconfigure the rewards in the future, and we will plan to make the raid the de facto mode where agents can get the most Alliance contribution. So if you want to do well with an Alliance, you want to do this mode. I'm not going to be too stressed about what the rewards are to start, but I do hope that they're good enough that encourage us to go in there. So defeat the 3 supervillains with your Alliance members, unlock higher levels, and play strategically through there. So I like everything I've seen here. It seems decent. I've got a couple concerns about how often you can do it and what it's going to take to do it, how many Alliance members that you're going to be able to take in there, and whether that's going to determine if you're locked out for the week. So if the 5 highest people in my Alliance want to go and do it, and sorry everybody else, that's going to feel bad. And I'm going to tell you right now, beta, it's not going to last long with a lot of people doing it, because people will do it, realize they can't do it with all of their Alliance mates, and they'll do it haphazardly a little bit, or just when they can. But giant thumbs up so far. I am happy with that mode coming. Epic Invasion, Mad Titan. I've talked about being concerned with other invasions and what it's going to mean for the badges and how those are going to adjust. So let's see what this says. Special badges have been introduced. It was an improvement made for Epic Invasion battle badges to be permanently usable, and we could see that it was truly piqued the interest of an agent. So the metrics are clearly sort of saying that, and I'm not surprised based on my own experience and everyone talking about it. Everybody seemed to really like it quite a bit. In this upcoming update, they're going to plan to adapt and apply the current system to the first Epic Invasion, Mad Titan. So basically, they're saying what they did with Magneto, they're going to do with the Thanos one. Good job reusing content here. Okay, Netmarble, that is a thumbs up to you guys. You've got stuff in there. Don't break your backs trying to, redo some of that stuff or come up with new stuff. You've got stuff you can reuse that's not like lame yet. So reuse it. If it had been 2 years of the same thing, I'd be saying something different, but it's not. Special battle badges can be obtained from the Epic Invasion Mad Titan. So we are going to get special badges from Thanos, but the effects will be different from the ones that you got from Magneto. So I was a little worried about this. So let's see if they elaborate a little bit more here. The Thanos special badge set effect is like a double-edged sword. As much as it helps agents boost strength against enemies, it also comes with a weakness. But does that weakness of that Thanos special badge, is it inevitable? Okay, that's just kind of a play on words. It's funny. Their answer is no. Okay, so why? Why? There are bonus stats, they're random, that can offset the adverse set effect in the special battle badge. So whatever the bad part is the positive part sounds like it's going to outweigh it. Ultimately, the bonus stats will offset the unfavorable effects so that only the beneficial stats are applied. Work around the system well to experience a powerful set of special battle badges. It seems weird at the surface. I'm gonna say, so wait, you're making it sound like it's bad, but you're writing the same thing. You're giving me what's good to offset it. So why are you even doing that? Why don't you just give me the good? I don't know. I'm gonna need to see these in application to see what exactly they're talking about here. It doesn't quite make sense. I am still a little worried about the fact that we're immediately coming out with other battle badges. You know, hopefully as these badges come out, it's like, all right, I want to pick that set of battle badges is what I want. Maybe that's what matters, or maybe what it's going to be is, you know, you want battle badges 1 and 2 of Magneto, and 3 and 4 of Thanos, and 5 and 6 of Hela, or whatever the next one's going to be, or Sinister Six. I don't know. Next up, Sparring Court. Another giant thumbs up on this. This is going to be the friendly PvP. You just want to hang out with a friend, test some builds, try some things out. You're going to do this. Happy about it. I think this should have been in the game pretty early. It's there. I'm not going to complain about it. You know, hopefully whatever bugs they got to work through on it, I'm sure there'll be some. Hopefully they can figure that out. And I think this is going to be a giant, giant win for them because people are going to go in there and test stuff. I know for me, like content-wise, all day, every day, like I would love to be able to. Now, the only bad part about this is like one of the things I wanted to test at some point is a guard break build for Widow. But my problem is that I also need my cards set up for that, and I need my gear set up for that. So I can't just change my specializations and my skills because I know that my cards don't have the stats to back it up. So that's the only downfall there. I do wish in the Sparring Court that maybe they would allow us to sort of like play with things a little bit, meaning like what I just said, if I want to bring up test a Black Widow guard break build, that it would say, okay, what cards do you want and what stats do you want on those cards? And like it would roll. Like here, and maybe it didn't even need to be a roll. It can be the highest of the high. I don't even care, right? But it's like, I get to pick like, all right, so I want guard damage. I want this, I want this, I want this. And I can test on that. And it would really help us figure out like, hey, this is the meta with this, or I really like this play style. I've gone in here, I've played with it, and I'm going to take this path I've now come comfortable with, and I'm willing to spend on it because I know how good it is. Now, again, that with Netmarble and the way they change things, sometimes that can be dangerous, but I again encourage Netmarble. Anytime you nerf or adjust something like that, give players a way to adjust things, like a free transfers over or something. Take that gear and move it over here. You know what? We'll give you a free reroll of your stats or something. You guys can figure that out. I know you can. Anytime you're new for character, I highly suggest you do that. You will retain more players. Investment on existing content, transmuter. All right, so this part was interesting. I read this earlier. Consecutive, and I'm a little torn on this one, the first part of it. Consecutive transmutation function. A lot of agents who use this have a specific hero in mind, obviously. Currently, it is inconveniently designed as agents have to repeat the transmutation until the item of the desired hero is acquired. With this upcoming update, we will add a feature that allows the agents to choose the target and then automatically transmute until it has been acquired. For Omega cards, agents will automatically repeat that transmutation until the selected hero and type of exclusive stats are acquired. We hope that agents will be able to conveniently transmute desired heroes items through this change. So, I like this in concept. What I'm worried about is the RNG of this where like I want Magic's whatever ability, and then I click a button and it's like the game says, oh that RNG roll would have taken 75 rolls to get there, so I just used up all your gold and you actually didn't get there because you only had 50 rolls worth of gold. It's not going to go over well. It's just not. Now, I personally would have liked to see something here where you pick something and maybe at a guaranteed roll or a higher percentage, maybe it's a 50% chance to get it. Okay, that would have been great. I would have loved to see that. But I like that they're taking away that inconvenience part, but I think there's a factor here where it should say, there should be a pop that says, this is going to cost you 5 million gold. Are you sure you want to do this by the time you get there? That's my thought. Now, probably the biggest part of this, or one of the biggest, transmutation for Magic. Many of the agents have been requesting it. It's now going to be obtained through this update. Exclusive stats can be obtained as well through transmuting Omega cards. I will end this Magic transmutation push by saying, Netmarble, In the future, for all your new characters, I would recommend not withholding. I would allow transmutation in about a month, maybe 2, after new character is released. Because if people aren't able to do that, they are going to lose interest in your new characters. You're going to want money for people who buy these new characters. You, Netmarble, need to figure out how to properly balance adding a new character that doesn't break the game and frustrate all your people who spent a bunch of money on those older characters. Okay, that's on you to figure out how to balance the game. But you got to find that balance between doing that and not letting somebody transmute for the new character forever, because then they won't do anything with it. So that's your challenge. I know you can do it. Let's see how it goes. Field XP acquisition. I actually wasn't expecting this, but I was very happy with it. Basically, long and short of this is that you can get XP from some of the mobs throughout the world, which is typical of MMOs, frankly. You do quests and you farm mobs and you get XP. Okay? Like, yes, that's what you should be doing. So it's just going to change. Let's see. So Marvel is designed to acquire large XP by unfolding missions. Currently, XP is acquired by defeating villains in the field is minuscule. A lot of conversation took place about acquiring XP through the field in various ways. The dev team also believes that's important to provide agents with diverse play methods while considering the growth and development of heroes. And I agree. Thus, changes will be made so that significant amount of hero XP can be acquired from the field. Perfect. However, the level gap between playing heroes and the villains increases. The amount of XP gained for the hero decreases. And that makes sense. Like, that's normal MMO stuff. Like, you're a level 100, you're fighting level 20 mobs, like your XP is going to be minuscule. Got no issue with that. Training grounds being the best way to gain XP will be retained. All right, cool. That's fine. I'm indifferent about that. Most wanted chat notice. They're going to have via the share button to swiftly notify when most wanteds appear will be added. So I guess it's so you can, I don't know if it's them telling us or we can share with other people, but will be transported to the location and channel where the most wanted target appeared upon tapping the notice. That's interesting. We hope that will ease the defeat of the most wanted targets. Okay, that's actually super cool. So basically, if you get a most wanted pop-up, you just click the button, it's going to transport you there. That's huge, frankly, because it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't make it. Are you kidding me? Why'd you guys kill that so fast? All right, now it's not going to be the case. What's going to be interesting, though, is when the ones for cards pop or events pop, and now you're going to get more people there because you were hoping, oh, I'm just going to sneak in and get that #1. Maybe not anymore. So, double-edged sword there, but frankly, I like it. It's no problem there. Crafting special battle badges. Special battle badges are very rare and are locked by default upon acquisition. And I personally have no problem with that. Let's see what they say. Current enhancement process of having to unlock and select a special badge every time may have been inconvenient. Okay, I know what they're getting to here. These improvements will be made so that the special badge can be used as an enhancement materials to acquire higher grade even when it's locked or equipped. Yeah, so special badges, of course, cannot be... All right. So basically what the thing they had here, I had to hold it down and then unlock it, and then you clicked it and it would brought over. It sounds like they're doing away with that. You can just click it and bring it over. But if it has cores on it, then it's not going to allow you to do that, which I'm fine with that. You got to take the cores out. So quality of life, I love it. Early level design. They want to change the level design of the early stages in New York City to improve the gameplay. All right, this must be a new player thing. I didn't feel like that was bad when I was there, but as of now, it is designed to take into consideration the learning curves of new agents and defeat each villain one at a time. The level design will be changed to having a group of villains attack all together for agents to battle and defeat many villains at once. Okay. With this, agents will be able to kick off Marvel Future Revolution with a bang by defeating multiple villains at once. I'm really confused about that one. I don't understand what they're doing there. I feel like New Stark City's fine. I never thought it was boring or like too easy. So I'm interested to see what that is. I mean, I'm going to need some of you new players to share with me about how you feel about it. I don't know. Like, it's been a hot minute since I was in New Stark City, but are you excited for the new Alliance raid? Content and the new... Recut. Not really. Are you excited for the new Alliance content and the new special badges acquirable through the Epic Invasion Mad Titan? We will do our best to put our best foot forward on this update. In the next dev note, we will reveal news about the next playable character for our agents. All right, I like it. All right, so yeah, look, there's a lot of... I'm happy with this. I'm sure there's a bunch... Let's see, 28 angries, 26 happies, some numbers in the middle. You're always going to get these. You're always... sometimes you're going to get some of those. I'm happy with this. but we'll see how it's implemented. Is the future now? Maybe. I don't know. I still think that one of our bigger problems is the acquisition of fodder. And if you don't know what I mean by fodder, it's the stuff that you need to build up your costumes. It's the stuff that you need to build up your cards. It's the proper cores. It's the proper badges, stuff like that. It's the RNG is so heavy in the game that it takes a long time to get some of those things. And then even when you get them, you might not have what you need. So it makes it hard to get one character, let alone 8 or 9 up to be stronger. So I still think that's an issue out there, but I'm really happy with what I'm seeing here. If they knock this Alliance raid out of the park, man, I think you're going to see a lot of people happy with the game. I think you'll see some people coming back to the game. I'm happy with the Magic Transmute. We got another character coming up soon. There's some other rework stuff that I think needs to be done, but I still believe that Netmarble this is a work in progress, and I got no problem with that. Yes, it's officially launched, but they're working through the game and seeing what they want to, where they want to kind of shift it. I'm still playing. I'm happy. Let me know what you think of this and the game in general in the comments below. Also, come to the Discord if you want to share anything there. Hammer down like buttons, click notification bells, subscribe, all that sort of thing. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.